This is the sixth question of TMUA exam 2023 paper 2. It says consider the following equation where a is a real number and a is greater than 1. Okay, a is greater than 1. The statement is a raised to x is equal to x. Okay. Which of the following equations must have the same number of real solutions as this statement start? Okay, which of them has the same number of real solutions? Now, if a raised to x is a, what this means is that a is greater than 1, I know. A is greater than 1. So 1 greater than 1, any number, if I raise it to a positive or negative power, both the situation, the result will be positive. Okay. So let's say I have 1.03. If I have 1.03 raised to 2, or if I have 1.03 raised to minus 3, in both the situations, answer is positive. Okay. Or even if I have 1.03 raised to power minus 0.2232, that is also positive. Because if a positive number is raised to any power, positive, negative, the result is positive. So that means a raised to x has to be positive. And a raised to x is what? Same as x. A raised to x is same as x. And a raised to x is positive. A raised to x is x. That means x is also positive. That means x cannot be negative here. Okay. X cannot be negative. We have concluded. This is the conclusion we have made now. Now we will look at the options. First option says that log of x to the base a is x. This is nothing but, so in this case, if a raised to x is x, if I take log on both the sides, this is x log a is equal to log x. Or you can say over here, if log a goes on the other side, x is equal to log x upon log a. Log x upon log a is nothing but log of x to the base a. So these two statements are same. The only thing that we had to consider was x has to be positive. Here also x has to be positive. Because only you can take log of a positive number. Okay. So x is positive. We concluded that x is positive. So the domain of values, like the values that x can take, match in both these equations. Match in both these equations. And they ultimately become the same equation. With the same domain, they become the same equation. That means they are the same equation ultimately. So if they are the same equation, they will have the same number of solutions, real solutions. So first is definitely correct. Now we will look at the second one. A raised to 2x is equal to x square. A raised to 2x is equal to x square. Now in this case, in this situation, x can be both positive and negative. But in the first situation, x was only positive. Also, if you look at it, the graph of this a raised to 2x goes somewhat like this. And x square graph goes like this. So it will at least cut the axis here and here. Okay. So now, if you look at it here, in the first situation, x was never negative. So it could have never cut, you would have never got a value where x was negative. But in this case, with a negative value of x, you are still getting a solution. So this is not correct here. This is not correct because here x negative will give me a solution. Here x is always positive. We have already established. Now coming to the third one. It says a raised to 2x is equal to 2x. A raised to 2x is equal to 2x. Okay. Now again in this case with the same logic, a is positive. So a raised to 2x is positive. That means 2x is positive. That means x is positive. X is positive, we have concluded. Now assume that 2x is equal to u. So this becomes a raised to u is equal to u. A raised to u equal to u has the same number of solutions as a raised to x as equal to x. Okay, the values might differ because 2x is u. But the number of solutions are same because they are essentially of the same form. If I tell you a raised to x is equal to x, and if I give you a raised to u is equal to u, okay, the number of solutions for both the equations will be same because the type of graph that it creates will be same on both the sides. And also when u is equal to 2x. Okay, and x is positive, so u is also positive. So none of them also goes on the negative side of it. All right. So this also gives me the same number of solutions. I am worried about the number of real solutions. Okay. So 1 and 3 is the answer. Answer option F, saying 1 and 3 only is the correct answer.